Now, after discussing the Gauss law and its application, so in application part we have to see some of the remaining topic here. So let us revise these things first of all from the application of Gauss law. So in application of Gauss law, previous class we have seen the electric field intensity due to an infinitely long straight charge wire. Okay, we have calculated the equation for that one also. E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2 lambda upon r, that is E is inversely proportional to r. Now electric field intensity due to an infinitely long thin plane sheet of charge. In this case also we have discussed how to take the Gaussian surface for this particular thin plane sheet, remember. So and whenever you want to calculate the electric field intensity at that point, so you have to construct the Gaussian surface. So you have constructed the Gaussian surface as a cylindrical one, and you have split that Gaussian surface into 3 parts, and you have taken the integral for that region, and finally you got the equation, that is E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, which is nothing but you can say it is independent of r. That is the value which is independent of r. So sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, that is the equation for the thin sheet. So for thick sheet you got the relation E is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught. Remember student, यहाँ पे जो हमने कैलकुलेशन किया हुआ है जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का, सो वी हैव कंसिडर दैट द पॉइंट ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन इज इन द मिडल ऑफ द शीट. वो कंसिडर करके हमने ये दोनों इक्वेशंस यहाँ पे डिराइव किए हुए हैं. So in terms of magnitude also E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, and in terms of the vector form also sigma upon 2 epsilon naught into I cap etc. So now let us proceed further. Today's very important discussion about the electric field intensity due to a plane sheet of charge. So you see here I have taken this charge, positive charge sheet, and here and also positive charge sheet, but the main difference is sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2. That means number of charges on this sheet is greater than number of charges on this sheet. That I have considered here. Now इसको प्रैक्टिकली कैसे देखना है आपको. आपने अगर 2 पेजेस लिए है ना, वो 2 पेजेस को आप ऐसे पैरेलल में अरेंज करो. उसके बाद में दोनों शीट पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज वहाँ पे हमने लिया हुआ है, कंसिडर किया है, और उसमें भी एक शीट पे ज़्यादा चार्ज कंसिडर किया और एक शीट पे कम चार्ज हमने कंसिडर किया हुआ है. अब ये दोनों चार्ज में डिफरेंस क्या है कि एक शीट पे ज़्यादा चार्ज है और एक शीट पे कम चार्ज है, वो तो मैंने यहाँ पे दिखाया है. तो what you have to consider here, sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2, that is the things. Okay, so sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2, this charge is greater than this charge. अब आपको क्या करना है, वंस यू आर टेकिंग द पॉजिटिव चार्ज, आप चार्ज कुछ भी लीजिए, आप चार्ज पॉजिटिव लीजिए निगेटिव लीजिए, नो प्रॉब्लम अबाउट दैट, बट यू शुड नो द बेसिक थिंग रिलेटेड विद द चार्ज, दैट इज व्हाट इज द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन और डायरेक्शन ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन्स in case of positive charge and in case of the negative charge, that you have to remember. Now for a moment I will forget this sheet, or I will remove this sheet, and I will try to draw the electric field intensity due to this sheet which is having positive charge. So its direction, and I have make the region, that is here the 3 region, that is this is left region, this is the middle region, and this is the right region. Okay, according to this sheet this is right one, according to this sheet this is left one, and this one is the middle portion. So this I have considered. Now whenever I will draw here the electric field intensity, for a moment I will forget about this sheet, or I will remove this sheet, and I have marked E1, E2 etc. E1 means electric field intensity due to this sheet. So I have marked that electric field in 3 regions, that is region 1, region 2, and region 3. In these 3 regions I have marked this electric field due to the sheet first. This is the first number sheet, you can say. Now I will remove this sheet, and I will consider this sheet now. Suppose sheet 2, and I will mark the electric field intensity E2 due to this sheet. So these are the directions of E2 in that region. Now you know for the positive charge the direction of the electric field is away from the charge. So you can see here for this particular sheet, E1 is for this particular sheet, E1 is away, here also E1 is away, here also E1 is away. For this sheet 2, E2 is also away, this is E2 which is away, E2 is here also away, and E2 is also away in this region. Now what I have to do, I will see in this region 1, what will be E1 and E2. So you can see here E1 and E2 are in the same direction, both are in the same direction, therefore resultant electric field will be this one. Now in terms of magnitude, if these electric fields are in the same direction, therefore they will be added. And you know the electric field intensity E is equal to, that is E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. This one you know. We have already proved this equation in thin sheet case. Okay, so that I will use here. So E1 is equal to sigma 1 upon 2 epsilon naught, and E2 is equal to sigma 2 upon epsilon naught. They will get added here. Now if you want to express in terms of vector form, then you have to consider a unit vector r cap in this direction. Okay, now what will be this equation in terms of the vector form? So vector E is equal to, resultant vector E is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught, that is the magnitude, and direction is r cap. R cap is a unit vector. Okay, now this direction of the resultant electric field and this direction of the you can say unit vector, both are in opposite, therefore you have to keep here minus sign. So vector E for this particular case here, vector E is equal to minus into bracket this value into r cap. This will be the vector form of this particular region. Now in case of region 2, for this region 2 here, see E1 is in this direction and E2 is in this direction. So both are in opposite direction, but they will not get cancelled out. Why they will not get cancelled out? Because here you have considered the sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2. The magnitude is not same, therefore they will not get cancelled, the resultant will not be 0. So resultant you will get greater minus the smaller. So greater will be the E1 because these charges are more, and smaller will be E2 because sigma 2 that charges are smaller. Therefore E1 minus E2, you will get the resultant magnitude of electric field E is equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. This is the resultant magnitude in case of this region 2. Now if you want to write in terms of the vector form, then you can write electric field, resultant electric field intensity E is equal to, you see, r cap. Now the direction of the r cap, you can say we have considered here r cap is in this direction, electric field also in the same direction, therefore here you will get electric field E is equal to plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught r cap. Here you will get the plus sign because both are in the same direction, that is unit vector is also same direction as that of the resultant electric field. Here it was in the opposite direction of the resultant electric field. So here minus sign, here you got the plus sign. Now come to the third point in region 3rd, for this particular region 3rd. This E1 and this E2 again are in the same direction, and therefore the resultant electric field intensity will be also in the same direction. So I can write here the magnitude in the magnitude form, E is equal to E1 plus E2. So E is equal to E1 plus E2, E1 is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught plus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. Addition of these two will get sigma 1 plus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. What will be the vector form? The vector form will be again, suppose this is the r cap in this direction. So electric field intensity and r cap, unit vector, are in the same direction. Therefore this will become positive. This electric field E is equal to, you can say, plus sigma 1 plus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught into r cap. Okay, this you will get here. So these are the three things for the region 1, region 2 and region 3. What will be the resultant electric field in the respective region? Now I will proceed for the next one. Next thing is that sigma 1 and sigma 2, that means sigma 1, that means sheet 1 is considered here as a positive one, positive charges here uniformly distributed on the sheet, here negative charges you have taken. So now in the first case we have taken both positive, but the surface charge density was different. Here surface charge density is also different and the charges is also different. So first of all, what you have to do here, let you consider this first one. If you consider this sheet first, Then draw the respective electric field line due to the sheet first, which is away from the sheet because of the positive charge. And for the negative charge, draw the respective electric field in the three regions, that is towards the negative charge. So this E2 is towards the sheet, E2 is this towards the sheet, and this E2 is also towards the direction, means towards the sheet. Don't think this is I am applicable for this sheet. I am not applying this E2 for sheet 1 because E2 is the electric field strength or electric field line due to the sheet 2, and sheet 2 is a negative charge, therefore it is directed towards the negative charge. Okay, I think you got this concept here. Now for these three things, region 1, 2, 3, again I will apply the same thing. For region 1, the electric field E1 and E2 are in opposite direction, but sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2. Therefore, the bigger minus smaller, because both are in opposite direction, therefore E1 minus E2. So you will write here sigma 1 minus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. If r cap is a unit vector again, then you can write here opposite direction, and here the resultant electric field, and r cap in opposite direction, therefore resultant electric field E is equal to minus this magnitude multiplied by unit vector r cap. This you can write in terms of magnitude. Similarly in region 2, here in region 2, this E1 and E2 both are in the same direction. Here is also same direction, here is also same direction, therefore resultant electric field in the same direction. So if the same direction, they will be get added. So even E is equal to E1 plus E2, so resultant electric field intensity's magnitude is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught, that is the magnitude here. In the vector form also you will get resultant electric field E is equal to in vector form plus to this bracket into r cap, because direction is same as that of r cap. जो आर कैप की डायरेक्शन है उसी की डायरेक्शन में रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की डायरेक्शन है, इसीलिए वेक्टर फॉर्म में प्लस साइन आएगा, यहाँ पे माइनस साइन आया था पहली केस में रीजन 1 में. रीजन 3, इन रीजन 3 E1 and E2 are again in the same direction, and r cap you can say in this direction. So E1 and E2 are in the same direction, sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2, वो तो है ही, therefore E is equal to E1, you can see here result this one, sorry, E1 is in E1 is here in the third region, E1 is in this direction and E2 is in this direction, therefore they are opposite in direction. And as sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2, therefore E1 is greater than E2, and that I have shown also a small length of the arrow. जो भी यहाँ पे एरो की लेंथ दिखाई है, that is the indicates the magnitude. So E2 की कम दिखाई है, E2 की ज़्यादा दिखाई है, लेंथ ऑफ द एरो मतलब ये वाली ऐसी एरो, ये जो लेंथ है वो ज़्यादा दिखाई है, तो ये कम है और ये ज़्यादा है, इसलिए E1 is greater than E2 and they are opposite in direction, therefore there will be subtracted. So resultant electric field E is equal to sigma 1 E1 minus E2, and therefore you will get sigma 1 minus sigma 2 upon 2 epsilon naught. Now coming to the part of the vector form, here r cap is a unit vector in this direction, resultant field electric field also in the same direction, therefore you will get here resultant electric field vector is plus into bracket of this magnitude into r cap, very simple one. So I think these three concepts you might have understood about the sheet. Now we will proceed for next one. We will proceed for the next one now. So next thing, sigma 1 and sigma 2 are same. अब यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया है, दोनों चार्जेस सेम लिए हैं और अपोजिट लिए हैं, बोथ द चार्जेस आर सेम एंड अपोजिट, तो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं भाई. जो भी चार्ज आपको दिया है सिग्मा 1 सिग्मा 2, दिस इज पॉजिटिव चार्ज, नेगेटिव चार्ज, दीज आर इक्वल. कंसेप्ट वही है. शीट 1 की वजह से जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज थे उसकी वजह से E1 मार्क करो, शीट 2 की वजह से E2 मार्क करो जो कि नेगेटिव चार्ज है, डायरेक्शंस आपको पता है. और इसके बाद रीजन 1, रीजन 2 और रीजन 3, इन तीनों में आप अप्लाई करो. तो रीजन 1 में क्या होगा, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इधर जा रही है इन दिस डायरेक्शन, रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड E2 जो है वो इधर जा रही है क्योंकि E2 किसकी वजह से, नेगेटिव चार्ज की वजह से. बोथ आर इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन बट मैग्नीट्यूड इज आल्सो सेम बिकॉज सिग्मा 1 इज इक्वल टू सिग्मा 2, देयरफॉर रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड विल बी 0 इन दिस केस. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सेकंड रीजन में क्या होगा, सेकंड रीजन में यहाँ पे इन दिस रीजन 2 E1 जो है इस डायरेक्शन में है, E2 जो है इस डायरेक्शन में है, दोनों की डायरेक्शन सेम है, मैग्नीट्यूड भी सेम है, इसीलिए दोनों का एडिशन होगा. Therefore E is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 upon 2 sigma naught epsilon naught, or you can say sigma 1 is equal to sigma 2, which is equal to sigma. Therefore finally you got sigma upon epsilon naught, that is the magnitude of the electric field in region 2. Now in the third region, here in the third region, E1 is in this direction and E2 is in this direction, both are opposite, both are in opposite direction and the magnitude is same, therefore you can say resultant electric field is 0. So in this case E is equal to 0. So this is the main thing you have to consider as that of the previous cases, because in the previous cases you have considered that surface charge densities are different, but here you have taken the surface charge densities are same, and that too the charges you are taking on the both the sheets are different. On this sheet you have taken the positive charge, in this sheet you have taken the negative charge. So respect to these things you have got here. So dear student, so my request is, whenever you are taking the sheet and 2 sheets you have considered here, you can take 3 sheet also, you can take 4 sheet also, and in that particular regions, if you take 3 sheets, then you will get 5 region, because 2 middle region and 4 regions will get there. Okay, so in that particular respective regions, you go for the drawing the electric field intensity, or you can say the direction of the electric field intensity. If you take the positive charge, it will be away, and if you take the negative charge, then it will be towards the charge. That means the direction of the electric field. So once you draw the direction of the electric field, then in that respective region, for the due to the 2 sheet, what will be the resultant electric field? You calculate that one in the whatever the regions you are available there. And in terms of vector form also you can write, in terms of magnitude also you can write there what will be the resultant electric field. Suppose if you take the charges, same charges on the both the plates or both the sheet, then the resultant electric field will be different as you have calculated. If you take the 2 sheets and having different charges and also the surface charge density is same, then in the middle region you will get the, here in this case the electric field intensity is 0, you can say in the region 1 and region 2, that means in the middle you will get the value that is sigma upon epsilon naught. Here in the middle one you will get sigma upon, here in this region E will 0 here. So what will be the objective type of questions will be asked in this case? Suppose the 3 sheets are given to you and 2 sheets are given to you, then identify the charges on that particular sheet, then you proceed for the electric field lines, and then in respective region you see the directions of the electric field lines, and according to that you can calculate the magnitude of the resultant electric field. So in this case, or in this particular things, today's lecture we have discussed about, you can say, the electric field intensity due to 2 parallel infinitely long thin plane sheet of charge. So 3 different cases we have considered here. So once again you go through this one and try to clear your concept, and I hope you have understood this today's topic. So please you go through these topics and make the notes of all these things. Okay, so in the next lecture we will see the next application of Gauss law, okay, the remaining things. Thank you and have a nice day.